Did you guys see this guy on Jesse Michaels? He was a security guard at a nuke site, I think in California, and
I don't know.
He had these basically these, he calls them aliens, entities, come to him while he was guarding the nuke site, and they took him on the ship and wanted the codes and all that stuff, but they had a message for him. You know?
Boy!
Oh,
Of
let's
course.
see.
Now is this message deception, or he was whatever it was, he was deceived, I think, or could it be real? I don't know. It's hard to say if these beings are benevolent or not.
Wonderful. I could, if I were to relate it to something, I'd say, because of my background, it would be a baby suckling at its mother's breast, that just nice and warm and comfortable, and mommy's there and I feel okay, and the world's okay, and the world is good. And then it did say, and then it goes back to your original question, did he say anything else? Yes. Or communicate anything else? Is that they're not going to let it, go to nuclear war. They needed to stop these missiles from launching. They were trying to get the data on how to, that was their task then, and that they weren't going to allow these missiles to be launched. They weren't allowed us to go to nuclear war. In essence, that Earth, was important to them. And then there was another thing, that not every species, there were more than one species, and they weren't all as benevolent as they were, this creature. It's like, and if push came to shove, there could be some real issues over who's going to control, once they stop all the missiles, they're going to take over. The sense I got.
So there are multiple non-human species. This species happens to be sort of
very benevolent,
doing recon on the nuclear codes and how things work, and they're presenting themselves as benevolent. And do you trust, coming away from the experience, that they were benevolent?
Yeah, I think I just lucked out.
Did they say which species they came from?
Didn't tell me any of that. It's just basically that the Earth was, the sense was, look, this is planet's important to us, and we're not going to let you destroy it. And if push comes to shove, we're going to intervene.
The love that you...
So basically, those aliens told him that they're benevolent and there's other species out there that are more dangerous, and that they will not allow a nuclear war to happen. And that's why they wanted to understand these missiles so they can stop any launch happening. And this was a month after, it's in the 60s. So this is a month after that incident. Remember that cameraman? It was a test of a ballistic missile, had a fake nuke on there, and then a saucer came in, shot 3 laser beams, and then left. Yeah. So this happened a month after that at the same base.
Yeah. Also, I'll just say there's an ancient proverb that beware of the Greeks bearing gifts. So
yes.
Yep.
Wasn't that in a crop circle?
Yeah, it was actually. I remember AJ on the Wi-Fi was talking about it. Yeah, that was essentially the message that was left in one of the crop circles. It was the one that was left outside the radio station, if I remember correctly, or the
the Arecibo, not Arecibo, but yes, it was a radio telescope or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm always skeptical of if an alien species comes down, we're only doing this to protect you. I'd be like, well, I'm not so sure. But of course,
well, if you want to protect, just come and show it to the world. That's the best way of protection, right? You're going to specific security guard and telling him that just doesn't. I think this story is bullshit, but like, even if it's real, never trust the aliens.
Right.
Especially when they say we're going to take over. If you guys launch a nuclear war, we're going to take over. But that, according to like Richard Dolan, that's always been the plan. Like, they've nudged us to this point by giving us gifts and technology and all these things, and we get to a point where we have a tyrannical, AI surveillance state where you can control the world, and then they're like, "Oh, thank you, time to take over."
Yeah. Thanks for the Wi-Fi, Klaxor. Why don't you get rid of the pedophiles if you're going to protect us so hard?
Exactly. Right. Instead of dealing with them.
Yeah.
Or there's
Probably
some
on their
entities that are-
planets, they're spreading propaganda that the leaders of this world are killing millions of people. We need to go and protect them from their own leaders, and then they will justify attack to their audience, and they will come and conquer us, like the ban against Middle East.
Yeah. And some people say that books like Garden of Eden, what's that book? But I mean, there's lots of evidence that the UFOs and aliens take human body parts. What if these wars are sacrifices to those people or those entities to give these elites power? Not far-fetched, especially that book, The Garden of Eden, says that it's these alien entities that are behind the wars and suffering of humanity. Not far-fetched when you look at it.
Right.
Yes.
And this guy, it's not a deathbed confession, but he's in his late 80s or something.
There needs to be a term, a close to deathbed confession.
Right. Yeah. Almost. Maybe because the same thing happened with Virginia. That doctor, he had a heart attack and he almost died. He's like, I can't not disclose this, So this is something similar, but this is in the 60s as well.
Do you want me to read this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Something I would like to pass on. I don't know if this is something that would be useful. Now that I am turning 80 in a few months, I would like to share my story. Approximately 1968, I was at Stead Air Force Base in northern Nevada. The base was being closed down, City of Reno taking control of base. Base was in transition. One night, at helicopter hangar on tarmac area where I was taking helicopter flight training, I talked with an airman. He told about base security sealing off the base, and they were told to expect the arrival of a secret aircraft, not on the runway, but on the area in front of the hangars. Airman stated that there was low light from the moon. He stated that a small craft came from the north over the Peterson Mountain Range with no nav lights, completely blacked out. When the aircraft was near the base, it activated lights and, in quotes, landed on tarmac. Craft was said to be a, again in quotes, saucer in shape and made no noise. Body of craft was, in quotes, metal and had a clear circular cockpit cover. It hovered over tarmac before settling down. Craft had a small USAF wording on it. Cockpit opened and USAF captain in flight gear stepped out and met with base commander. They spoke, and several individuals he did not know inspected craft. Craft was on ground for approximately 5 to 10 minutes. Pilot re-entered craft, hovered for a second, then left area returning in the same direction. Turned off all lights almost immediately upon departure. Another airman approached us and confirmed story to me. I hope someone will take me seriously and use this information to their benefit. Thank you for listening.
What do we think about that? I mean, it's just more, it's another data point of that we probably cracked gravity sometime in the late 50s and have had our own craft since then. This is 1968, which is, many people say that, maybe the Apollo footage was faked, but we definitely went, and probably in another way that wasn't filmed, which is why the other powers don't say anything.
Yeah, but this is one question. If they cracked it that long ago, why they are not using it? Because it's more beneficial for them to use it, right?
I mean,
or perhaps they are using it, and that's what we're seeing in the sky. The New Jersey drones, stuff in the Middle East constantly. I mean, the reported aircraft over the Russian-Ukraine conflict. Maybe it's ours. Maybe all these crafts we're seeing in the sky. Maybe all the stuff I'm seeing over Medellin. U.S. aircraft.
Yeah. I mean, it does happen a lot, and whenever there's U.S. Air Force bases or other bases, people see a lot of these things. And Nevada, he said Nevada right there. Yeah. California, there's a lot here as well. That's why I asked Topher if there's like some kind of base near you guys.
I need to do more research, but then again, if there's a U.S. base here, it's probably secretive.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, what's his name? Age of Disclosure director. I mean, he came out and said that even if a nuclear war was to happen, they still wouldn't use the technology. It would be used after after the nuclear holocaust. Yeah, but basically they'll just take over the planet. They just need a reset. If they're going to do this, instead of them bringing down their industries and economies, right?
Yeah. So the Enclave from Fallout.
Yes, dude. Yes, and which is why I'm so obsessed with Fallout, because it's this story.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I see why you're obsessed now. Yeah, I get
it. So, and that's why I'm obsessed with the Enclave as well. And AI is in there. It's a great story writing. It really is.
It's barely even fiction at this point.
Right, exactly.
So what'd you send over? I just saw this.
Oh yeah, so it's the clip I want to show. Because we were talking about anti-grav and all those things.
Yes.
During this basement interview, he shared a video at 3-hour mark.
3-hour mark. The space ones. I put those in our clip. Topher, remember that music video? I had all the space clips in there.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah. I was gonna say I was watching the interview. I was like, I know this video. I know these videos. We've covered these.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually never saw this.
Actually, it's weird that he doesn't know. He says something wrong here. The guy who got these videos is a Canadian. Okay, his name is Martin Stubbs. He was a satellite operator, so he used to install satellites for people. He worked at a satellite company. NASA it wasn't a public feed, like it wasn't like on TV or something, but he had access to it through the satellite network, and he used to record hours and hours of NASA footage, and he's the one that found these and released them all. So it wasn't supposed to be released. It wasn't public or anything like that. And of course, NASA says that they're just ice crystals.
Yeah,
that's not a crystal at all.
No, it's not. It's not.
And the guy points rightfully out. He goes, "It's not an ice crystal. It stops, turns, and accelerates away."
Yeah, exactly. And we shoot at it, right? We shoot at the thing.
It flashes of lights and stuff. Yeah.
Well, no, it's a projectile that goes up.
Yeah. As well. Somebody shoot at that. There is a flash, and then when
it is a projectile,
a flash, then it turns around.
Right.
Yes, 48.
Maybe
1991.
Muted because we might get
Australia.
Wait, what'd you say? You want me to mute it?
Yeah, because we might get like a strike, right?
Oh, really? Yeah. From AJ? He better not do that.
I don't know, man. I don't trust these.
Anymore. But AJ usually, I don't think. Oh, well, okay. It's better not risk it, I guess. So where is that thing? But we can. I mean, I downloaded all of Martin Stubbs' videos off his YouTube.
They have keep playing this thing. Like you have to. It's around that mark they start talking about it. So there is like a whole video. They will play it like multiple times.
Yeah, and I think it's this one here. It's moving. But yeah, we can see a lot of things moving. Where is that? I thought it was around here.
It's at the horizon. It's not playing right now, so I think you may have to move it a little bit forward.
Yeah, there's a part in the video where he's talking about it gets stuck. The video gets stuck in his video.
Yeah, here. Now it's moving.
Oh, that one. Yep. So this is, I think it's this one. I think it's this one, and this one flies out.
Top middle.
This one here.
Where's the mark?
I think it's this one. Once it flashes, it flies off.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one.
Yep. See, it flies off, and then the projectile goes up.
Yeah.
Watch it. See that projectile?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see the projectile go up?
Yep.
Yes.
Very cool footage. But yeah, I do. I think Adam, we might have played this on one of our early episodes. Like,
for sure.
Like before episode 20, I think.
By the way, it was these NASA videos that made me believe that UFOs are real. I remember because I was always on the fence, and when these came out, it came out in the early 2000s. I'm like, and there's many. There's like 4 or 5 videos. There's one over Africa as well where they get together. There it is. Flash goes away, and then boom.
By the way, I think I see these things on my sky. The one.
Yeah.
You remember one time I showed a video where something appeared and disappeared?
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Well, I think it's one of those things. I don't know what they are, but I think I'm seeing the same things.
I mean, Gary McKinnon, he saw all this stuff in space when he hacked NASA. By the way, I did get in touch with him by email, and he wants us to reach out. I guess he's releasing a movie, or they're releasing a movie about him. So he says to reach out when that movie's out, and then he'll come on the show.
Oh, cool.
That should be fun.
Very cool. Yeah, this whole interview is so good. It's like a 4-hour, like 3.5 hour long video, but it is so worth it. They go through every conspiracy ever. It's incredible.
Yeah, and here's one. There's a storm going on, and it comes in and gets charged by the storm. Right?
Yeah, and I think it leaves a hole.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Oh, it's that thing. Oh, I think I passed it. That's why. Yeah, there it is. It lights up over the storm.
Yeah,
and then dissipates. Now, could that be plasma? Maybe.
I still don't know. One of my favorite explanations for this kind of thing is like, oh, it's ball lightning, and like no one has ever captured ball lightning on film before.
And ball lightning is not going to come from space. I mean, it came in through here, right?
Yeah.
It's so bizarre, man.
Yeah,
so
this
bizarre.
interview was amazing. I just played it and I was shocked. I never knew this guy before this interview.
Oh, you didn't? No, I know him.
But this guy has a history working for Boeing, and then how he did all those things.
Right. I forgot who he was fighting with. One of the whistleblowers.
He was saying they're not like great friends, but they're not like there's no bad blood between them. That's
he said because they used to work together, and then there was a falling out, but they are not enemies. Yeah,
right. He probably just didn't go with the agenda, Yeah.
But
those guys.
I thought AJ did a really good job of keeping it coherent. He was I've never seen him as an interviewer before, so how well
nice
he
change.
came off. Yeah,
definitely a nice change.